All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday night. Monday Night Raw just ended, and I am not Sorgatron. I'm not sure if you've noticed that, but I am a Mike. I am Mad Mike, and I am here with the Rizz, and we are here to talk about Monday Night Raw. How you doing, Rizz?
It's not Thursday, is it?
No, it's not Thursday. It's the Raw Wrap Up. How about how's
That
that?
sounds good. That
Okay.
sounds good.
All right.
I like
So
that.
real quick before we get into all the things that happen on Raw, you gotta look at PittsburghWrestling.com. If you like what you saw on Raw and you wanted to see where some of these guys started out, Pittsburgh Wrestling is where you want to go because we have all of the best in professional wrestling from the International Wrestling Cartel (IWC), from Vicious Outcast Wrestling, the VOW, from Renegade Wrestling Alliance, the RWA with our good buddy Hot Wheels, and from Prime Wrestling. They have tons of older matches with guys that you see in WWE and TNA, like AJ Styles, CM Punk, Dean Ambrose, the Hardy
Virgil.
Boys, anyone you can think. Virgil, if that's your thing, like we know it's Riz. You know, everyone is there, and please go to PittsburghWrestling.com, support them. They're friends of the show, and who knows, you might find something that you're really into there.
You might even
So,
find one of us in the crowd, maybe.
potentially.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
You know,
it
they're looking
happens.
really, really hard in the background. You might. It's like Where's Waldo?
Yeah,
But
although none of us are named Waldo.
no,
All right, so Riz, should we start with the opening and closing of the show first?
I did not see the opening. Go ahead.
Alrighty, I will tell you about the opening. It sucked. The rest of the show was great.
Nice. So I didn't miss much of that. It's good.
No, you didn't. The only thing you really missed from the opening of the show, which was after the long talking segment with Seth Rollins and the short talking segment with Roman Reigns, was well, we finally got to see the commercial the Miz was in.
What was it?
It was for boner pills.
I called it.
Yeah, you did.
I called it.
You called it on the Midweek War. But yeah, you did call that it was going to be boner pills. And the segment itself was funny. Everyone was laughing at him. And then Miz tweeted out afterwards, at Maurice, that wasn't me. Hashtag Big Mike. Hashtag Strong Mike.
Oh.
Which might have been the best thing to come out of that segment. But also, Miz slapped Mizdow. So we're slow burning that. It's going really well so far. But the end of Raw.
The end of our was first the segment
Yes.
with Paul Heyman, which
Oh.
then turned into the match.
Mm-hmm.
But that segment, two mics, and then Paul Heyman. He
Paul
just
Heyman defeated 3 microphones.
He went off on Lillian Garcia,
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns, and a fan in the crowd.
And Andre the Giant.
And Andre the Giant, who is dead. But there's a lot of by the way, there was a lot of Andre the Giant references. Which kind of was creeping me out a little bit, just pointing it out there.
Well,
but yeah,
WrestleMania time. We have to remember that there's a Battle Royal.
But yeah, that match, it started out good. It was more, it was a regular Roman Reigns look strong match, strong style, strong match. But then it got really good. Like it was like one of those roller coasters. It goes up to the top. You go, okay, here it comes. It's going to do this, and then it just drops.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing. Like the end of the match where he's just demolishing everybody, jumping over the top rope onto the authority. It was like I honestly never saw somebody clear with ease, as big as Roman Reigns is, clear the top rope and still land pretty awesome on the guys.
Taker used to be able to do it. Taker used to be
Yeah,
able.
used to be. But yeah, that main event was awesome.
Mm-hmm. I liked the main event. I thought it was a little odd that Roman beat up everyone right afterwards, but I mean,
After a loss.
after a loss.
Yeah.
But I mean, the way he did it was good.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Still made him look strong.
Hashtag look strong. So Riz, let's talk about Jon Stewart.
He needs to be a writer.
He needs to be the GM.
He needs to write for the WWE.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to do that.
And they need to hire him. Pay him as much money as he wants. Get him to write things that are entertaining. Because that promo with John Cena and Seth Rollins was perfect. It was.
It was really good, but I have to say I think I liked the promo afterwards with Renee Young even more.
Mm-hmm.
And we did finally somewhat acknowledge that that's a very unprotected hallway.
It is.
It's extremely unprotected.
How many times have we seen somebody get attacked there?
So many times.
I mean, even during after the Divas match, you saw AJ skip, and then on the other side of the room, the other side of the hallway, there just so happens to be, Paige.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another story.
Well, getting back to Jon Stewart for a second, I did like that you can tell Jon Stewart wrote his own material for the segment.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was well crafted. Like, there were a couple subtle jokes in there. And Jon Stewart is a wrestling fan who was at Money in the Bank and saw that Seth Rollins was handed the victory by Kane, which, honestly, I forgot.
I forgot that happened either, too. One of the cool things is, while watching that promo with Jon Stewart and Seth Rollins, all I can think of was how much time he puts in to The Daily Show. Because that sounded like one of those interviews where he got somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Bill O'Reilly interviews or something like that.
Or like him on Crossfire.
Yeah. And he got Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He got him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing to see him roll that snowball effect and just keep on going. And it was amazing.
And I have to say, the set that they had looked really good.
Mm-hmm. It looked like the old Craig Kilborn set.
Yeah. But then Stewart kicked Seth Rollins in the dick. And Seth Rollins was selling it later, which was amazing.
Yeah. Honestly, if you got kicked in the dick, you would probably be doing the same thing. Because it would hurt a lot.
Indeed. All right, so moving on.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 Divas matches tonight. One was a mixed tag, and the other was Nikki Bella versus
the Divas title. Yeah.
Yeah, the Divas title rematch. Do we think that the hashtag #GiveDivasAChance, which Paige AJ not so subtly mentioned, do we think it helped? I mean, we'll probably get into this more on the show proper tomorrow night, get everyone's opinion, but
I don't think it helped as much as people think it did.
Okay.
I think they had this match, and they had AJ coming back this week. Either way.
Okay.
I think the matches lasted longer, slightly because of it, but it is not mainly the purpose of, not mainly the sole being having those two matches happen that long. They gave them time, and maybe that does have something to do with it. I don't know. Nobody really knows, but the guys back there.
I don't think they had AJ coming back this week.
You know?
I don't. I think that was an audible, and I think that
Mm,
I think that really AJ coming back was kind of spurned on by the tweets that she sent out.
by the tweets that she had back then. Yeah.
And the fact that it happened to be in Jersey, which helps.
Which, by the way, can jump off a bridge.
They were okay for some parts of the show, but as soon as AJ came out, there were chants for some.
Wait, she's married to CM Punk, right?
Yeah, there was chants for some rookie MMA fighter. All right, but anyway, let's move on to #AxleMania.
Why hasn't WWE made a shirt yet?
That's an excellent question. Well, no, they can't make a shirt anymore. The only prototype they had was just ripped off.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, he has extras.
He does? Okay.
He has extras because I saw a tweet from him. He has a whole box full of AxleMania T-shirts.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so wait, is it like Ted DiBiase where he's selling the shirts out?
I don't know. I hope. I hope he also has a party posse.
What would you call Curtis Axel's party posse? Here comes the Axe, and here comes the Smashers.
The Genesis.
The Genesis. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, that whole AxleMania Cena promo, Stephanie promo, such a great segment.
And props to John Cena for we don't give him too much credit on this show, but he kind of did what we thought he was going to do. And he made it good. Like he let Axel have his moment. He let the crowd play off of Curtis Axel. And by the way, Curtis Axel is now over. Not yet.
It's Jersey Fandango's song. That's all I'm saying. Let's give it a while.
And they did back Zack Ryder once.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But tonight, Curtis Axel was very over.
Yeah, tonight he was.
Mm-hmm.
But the stern look on Cena's face, the back and forth with Stephanie and Curtis Axel, and John Cena was just amazing.
Especially with Stephanie going over the laundry list of guys who thought they were bigger than WWE, and she's just like, guess what? It's not what John Cena did for WWE. It's what the WWE did for John Cena. Perfect. Pitch perfect. It was really, really well done.
I'm excited for WrestleMania.
I'm excited for the undercard of WrestleMania.
Yeah. The IC title is going to steal a show.
Oh, I said this in the Hangout. They better not have that match first. If they have that 6-way, 7-way, 8-way, however many people are in that match, if they have that first, that is going to make the rest of the show look like shit in comparison.
Well, they'll probably do the Rumble or the Battle Royal first.
I think they should do Goldust and Stardust first.
Is that match final?
No, it's not finalized, but it's gonna happen. Because neither of them have mentioned a Battle Royal, so. Yeah. But I think you have that match start the show off, kick it off with a hot match, but it's not like a multi-man match where everyone's getting in the ring and everything. But I think Goldust and Stardust should kick off the show.
Okay. By the way, I think you guys mentioned it in the chat, the eerie absence of Gold and Stardust.
I'm okay with it. They had a lot to do tonight.
That's true.
They had a lot to do because we had what was it, 2 or 3 matches that had the IC title around it.
By the way, that title was getting passed around more than the hardcore title.
I don't know about that. It's getting passed around more than the WCW title. I'll say that.
But not as more as Sunny.
Oh, and one last thing, Alundra Blaze.
Yes.
Speaking of divas, Alundra
Yes.
Blaze in the Hall of Fame. Finally, a Hall of Fame inductee Eamon had absolutely no problem with. We're all very proud of him.
With Randy Savage?
I assume he did. I don't know. I barely listened to. I'm talking about non like headliners.
Yeah, like, and trust me, this Hall of Fame has a lot of that.
Yeah.
Bushwhackers and fucking Kishi. Yeah, I'm honestly, Alundra Blaze was my first crush.
Okay.
Just putting it out there. My
well,
WWF crush.
Well, that's good to know about the Rizz. So for those of you making Mayhem trivia cards, Rizz's first wrestling crush was Alundra Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
Rizz fact. So, Rizz, any more thoughts about Raw before we sign it off here?
They need to come close to topping that. Mm-hmm. Like, they need to start building off of what they just did for WrestleMania. Like, what they just did this week for WrestleMania. They need to do it constantly now.
Yeah, this Raw was really good, and I just hate to think that next week's Raw is not going to be as much.
Yeah, that's
because they already have a musical.
About this.
They already have a musical performance lined up. That's never a good sign.
Actually, this is a pretty good sign because all their times were like they were far away. But Wiz is from Pittsburgh, so
yeah, but
he's
still
gonna get that home crowd's involvement in that, and he's going to keep the butts in the seat until John Cena comes out and raps with him.
But I don't want to see a musical performance on my wrestling. Like that's my issue with it. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'm sure the crowd's gonna be hot, but I don't want to see music on my wrestling. Do that post show.
Well, that's
Dude, have him do a post show 2-song concert on the network. Do that.
That's pee break time, man.
Yeah, I guess. All right, but so if you want to hear us talk more about Raw, a little about TNA, potentially a lot about ROH and Lucha Underground. Tomorrow night, we have the Wrestling Mayhem Show proper, live.sorgatronmedia.com, live.wrestlingmayhemshow.com, roundabouts 9:30, and you'll see me, you'll see the Rizz.
I love how we just start saying roundabouts now.
Roundabouts, because you never know with us. But you'll see me, you'll see the Rizz, you'll see Sorgatron as always, you will see Bobby FJ10, you will see Eamon, maybe, if we let him on. You'll see Matt Carlins because we have Mayhem Mania. Round 7 is coming up with the Mid-Card Bowl of Doom.
I'm scared.
Me too. I know it's going to be me. But anyway, that's it for me. That's it for Rizz. Rizz, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me at the Rizz. The extra E is for Big E Langston.
Excellent. Big E starts with a B. All right. But anyway, you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitters. Follow at Mayhem Show. Follow at Panel Riot. Go to SorgatronMedia.com for all your wrestling and podcasting needs. And we'll see you tomorrow night on the Mayhem Show proper.